Welcome to the Nokia SR Linux Learning Essentials video series brought to you by the Nokia Data Center Fabric Certification Program. This video explains how to configure OSPF as the underlay routing protocol on the SR Linux router. OSPF is a link state routing protocol. Routers running OSPF exchange topology and IP reachability information with each other and maintain an identical copy of the network topology. Each router then uses the shortest path first, or SPF algorithm, to determine the best path to reach every other router and consequently the subnets attached to them. The best path is defined as the one for which the sum of link costs is minimum. In OSPF, the cost of a link is inversely proportional to its bandwidth. The higher the bandwidth, the lower the cost. In SR Linux, the default link cost is 100 for a 1 gigabit per second link and 10 for a 10 gigabit per second link. Leaf1 is pre-configured with a MAC VRF that interconnects hosts 10, 11, and 12. An IRB interface connects the MAC VRF to the network instance default. Spine 1, Spine 2, and Leaf 2 routers are all pre-configured for OSPF Area 0. All interfaces interconnecting the Spine and Leaf routers are configured as point-to-point. Leaf 2 is advertising host 20's IP network 192.168.201.0/30 to both Spine routers. We are going to configure OSPF in the network instance default on Leaf 1. We will put all of the interfaces on Leaf 1 into OSPF Area 0. Those are the two physical sub-interfaces that connect Leaf 1 to Spine 1 and Spine 2. The loopback sub-interface on Leaf 1 whose IP address we will use as the router ID. Finally, the IRB interface that connects hosts 10, 11, and 12 to the network instance default. Once completed, host 10 will be able to ping host 20. Let's go to Leaf 1 and navigate to network instance default. When we check the interfaces, we should see the two physical interfaces that are used to connect Leaf 1 to the two Spine routers. We should see the IRB interface that interconnects the MAC VRF network instance to the network instance default, and we should see a loopback interface. All four of these interfaces should be operationally up. Next, let's look at the routing table. Here we see the 5 local hosts addresses, as well as the 3 local network addresses. This shows that there is no routing protocol operating in the network instance default on Leaf 1. Next, let's go to host 10 and try to ping host 20's IP address. The ping fails since Leaf 1, as we saw, does not have a route to the network of host 20. Let's configure OSPF. First, we'll enter the candidate mode and navigate to Protocol OSPF. We will define an instance 0 and set the admin state of the instance to enable. Next, we'll set the router ID to 100.0.2.1. We'll set the version to OSPF v2 since we are using IPv4. Now we'll create area 0.0.0.0. Now that we are in area 0, we'll add in the interfaces. First, the interface to Spine 1, and we set the interface type as point-to-point. Next, the interface to Spine 2, again the interface type is set to point-to-point. Now the loopback interface. Since the loopback interface is a virtual interface, we'll set it to passive. Finally, the IRB interface. We'll leave it at the default interface type of broadcast, but we'll also set it as passive since there are no routers in the Mac VRF. We will use the info command to verify our configuration. If satisfied, use the commit stay command to commit the changes and stay in the OSPF context. To verify OSPF operation, we'll look at our OSPF neighbor status. Leaf 1 should have the two adjacencies to spine 1 and spine 2 in state full. Next, we'll look at the link state database for router LSAs. We should see router LSAs from all four routers: spine 1, spine 2, leaf 1, and leaf 2. Next, let's look at leaf 1's route table again. We now see multiple networks being populated into the route table using OSPF. The one that is of interest to us is the 192.168.201.0/30 network, as this is the network IP address of host 20. Let's go back to host 10 and try to ping host 20's IP address again. This time the ping is successful. That's it for SR Linux OSPF configuration. Thanks for watching, and be sure to explore the rest of this video series to learn more. And when you're ready to practice what you've learned, my DCF Learning Labs provides comprehensive exercises with step-by-step instructions and solutions, all in one simple browser-based application.